What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Khamzat was recently asked whether he would rather fight Alex Pereira or Jon Jones, and his answer made plenty of noise among fans. When questioned about his preference, Khamzat made it clear that he is actively trying to secure a fight with Pereira. However, he also claimed that Pereira has been avoiding the matchup and is not interested in facing him right now. Khamzat joked that he has been trying to catch him, but that Pereira keeps running faster than him and staying out of reach. Despite that, he showed full confidence in himself and his abilities. He added that, in the end, it does not really matter who his opponent is. According to Khamzat, whenever he steps into the cage, he believes he can dominate anyone and smash everybody in front of him. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to help support the channel. Moving on to another news, Silva has opened up about his falling out with Mauricio Ruffy in a recent interview. Speaking with Leviviana, Silva revealed that the two are no longer friends and that something serious happened between them. While he chose not to go into specific details, he made it clear that the situation runs deep and is not something he wants to publicly expose. Silva explained that whatever happened is internal and personal, and he does not feel it is his place to reveal private matters. He described it as a case of Ruffy being on one side and himself being on the other, with no real connection left between them. According to Silva, he now wants distance from Ruffy and hopes that feeling is mutual. He added that if Ruffy says he still cares about him, he hopes those feelings are genuine. Even so, Silva made it clear that, for him, the relationship is over. He said he truly wishes Ruffy the best and wants to see him succeed in his career. He praised Ruffy's star quality and potential, calling it something special. At the same time, Silva suggested that Ruffy has internal issues he needs to work through. He encouraged him to seek professional help, just as he does himself. Silva shared that he sees a psychiatrist every week and believes many athletes could benefit from doing the same. He emphasized that taking care of mental health is important and that there is no shame in asking for support. Silva said he hopes Ruffy continues living his life, finds the right people around him, and does well both personally and professionally. In closing, Silva stated clearly that Jon and Ruffy no longer exists. He admitted that the idea of their friendship may have only existed in his own head, and now he is ready to move on. Moving on to another news, Gaethje has officially shut down what he's calling fake news. Following UFC 324, reports started circulating about an interaction between Dustin Poirier and Josh Thompson. During that exchange, Dustin suggested he would be open to returning for another fight with Justin Gaethje. Soon after, it was reported that Justin had responded to those comments. In an interview with Bloody Elbow, Justin was quoted as saying that if the UFC proposed the fight, he would accept it, but it wasn't something he was fully interested in. He reportedly said that Dustin is a warrior, someone he will always respect, and that if Dustin truly wanted to come back and the UFC wanted the matchup, he would do it. However, he also emphasized that he is focused on moving forward, not backward, and that he still has goals he is chasing. Everything seemed normal until Justin reacted online. One of the MMA accounts, Championship Rounds, posted the quote on X, and Justin fired back, saying he never said it and calling it 100% fake news. What makes this situation interesting is that Bloody Elbow presented it as an exclusive interview, making it unlikely they simply invented the quote. This suggests there may have been a misunderstanding or miscommunication somewhere along the line. Moving on to another news, Diaz has opened up about his future and his desire to return to competition after several difficult years. The former UFC title contender has not fought since 2021, but despite the long layoff, he remains confident that his best days are still ahead of him. According to Diaz, time away from the cage has given him perspective, motivation, and a renewed hunger to succeed. During an interview at the Baja Rehab Center, Diaz spoke openly about his goals and mindset. He said that he sees himself becoming a world champion again and believes it is easy money for him at this stage. He explained that this version of himself is different from the past and that fans are going to see a completely new and improved fighter. Diaz also reflected on his journey and the obstacles he has faced. He said that he would not have made it this far if he believed something could stop him, whether it was an opponent, personal struggles, substance abuse, or outside pressure. He emphasized his strong belief in constant growth and improvement. According to Diaz, he is confident that he will continue to get better every year and every day, and that belief is what continues to drive him forward. Moving on to another news, the discussion around a potential matchup between Alex Pereira and Khamzat continues to grow, and now Henry Cejudo and Kamaru Usman have shared their thoughts on the fight during their podcast. Both former champions weighed in on who they believe would have the advantage if the two ever met inside the cage. Henry was confident in his opinion, saying that he thinks Khamzat would beat Pereira and that he truly believes it would be a tough stylistic matchup for Alex. He explained that, at this stage, the fight favors Khamzat and is not something Pereira should be eager to take. According to him, the wrestling and pressure from Khamzat would create serious problems. Kamaru responded by asking Henry to hear him out, pointing out that similar doubts existed when Pereira faced Magomed Ankalaev. He argued that even in that first fight, Pereira did not rely heavily on wrestling and still managed to succeed. Kamaru said he was simply being honest and calling it how he sees it. He added that most of the opponents Pereira has faced have been stylistically favorable, except for Ankalaev. That, in his view, helped Pereira shine. Kamaru also mentioned rumors that Pereira now weighs around 230 pounds, suggesting that he may have outgrown his current division. Because of that, he believes Pereira should first focus on clearing out his division. After proving himself there, he can move up in weight and then look to challenge for another title. According to both men, timing and matchmaking will be key in determining whether this fight ever becomes reality. Moving on to another news, Garry is facing heavy criticism after taking shots at Shavkat Rakhmonov following a surprising rankings update. Earlier this week, reports suggested that Shavkat could be sidelined for nearly a year due to a serious knee injury. Soon after, the UFC updated their rankings, and it was revealed that Shavkat was no longer listed in the welterweight division. This immediately raised eyebrows among fans, especially since he is expected to be out for less than a year. Many people pointed out that Colby Covington remains ranked despite not competing in over 1,400 days. That led to even more frustration. Then, journalist John Morgan added another layer to the situation by noting that Shavkat was no longer listed in the UFC's eligible testing pool, even though he had been included just a week earlier. This sparked speculation about what might really be going on behind the scenes. After the news broke, Garry jumped on social media and appeared to take a victory lap. On X, he wrote that Shavkat was eliminated at their title eliminator. Later in the day, he reposted a video on Instagram showing him landing an oblique kick on Shavkat's knee, with a caption suggesting he had destroyed Shavkat's career. That post immediately drew backlash. Fans were especially disappointed because Ian had previously shown respect toward Shavkat. He often spoke positively about him, even interacting with him during walkouts before his fight with Belal. Because of that, many felt this sudden shift in attitude was hypocritical. Taking credit for an injury, especially one that may impact someone's career, was seen as crossing a line. The MMA community did not hold back. Many fans called the behavior disgusting and said no fighter should ever celebrate another athlete's injury. Some pointed out that you cannot act friendly in person and then mock someone online. Others said they had supported Ian in the past, but could no longer defend him after this. One fan highlighted how strange the post was, especially considering that Shavkat had just undergone his second knee surgery. They reminded everyone that Ian had always talked about training with Shavkat and framed their rivalry as professional, not personal. They also noted that Ian is not even directly competing with him for the next title shot right now, making the post seem pointless and cruel. However, some people argued that Shavkat may have started the tension. Back in November, just days after Ian's fight with Belal, Shavkat posted a message saying that Ian lost while he was injured and questioned whether he deserved contender status. That tweet likely upset Ian and may have fueled lingering resentment. Even so, most fans agree that mocking a serious injury and implying responsibility for it is taking things too far. Rivalries and trash talk are part of MMA, but celebrating someone's physical setback is widely seen as unacceptable. Moving on to another news, Michael Morales has sent a clear message to Islam Makhachev as the debate over the next welterweight title challenger continues to heat up. Morales has become a controversial name among fans, with many throwing him into the conversation alongside Garry, Carlos Pratis, and, before his re-injury, Shavkat Rakhmonov. With so many strong contenders, the question of who truly deserves the next title shot remains wide open. The discussion has become even more complicated, with Kamaru Usman suddenly being mentioned again, despite having only fought once since his loss to Khamzat in 2023, earning a win over Joaquin Buckley. This has divided fans, with some believing experience matters most, while others feel rising stars like Morales should get their opportunity. Recently, Michael Morales shared his thoughts on Islam Makhachev after seeing him backstage at UFC 322. Morales revealed that when he saw Islam in person, he looked smaller than expected, comparing his size to Sean Brady, who Morales had just defeated by first-round TKO at the same event. According to Morales, the size difference was noticeable up close. He explained that Islam is almost the same size as Sean Brady, and while he did look a bit smaller backstage, he also appeared more muscular since moving up to welterweight. Morales added that Islam should not be overconfident, even though he has physically adapted to the new division. At the same time, Morales acknowledged that Islam's size could work in his favor. He believes Islam might be quicker, which could give him an edge when shooting for takedowns. Morales admitted that Islam could be faster and more explosive when attacking the legs, making him dangerous in wrestling exchanges. However, Morales also expressed confidence in his own abilities. He said that whenever he faces strong wrestlers, he focuses on keeping his hips back, maintaining proper balance, and controlling the distance. By doing this, he believes he can limit their ability to take him down and force the fight to stay standing. Morales also pointed out the significant difference in height and reach between them, which he sees as a major advantage. He feels that if he can use his length effectively and manage the range, he can dictate where the fight takes place. Overall, Morales views Islam's size as both a strength and a weakness. While Islam may be quicker and technically sharp, Morales believes his own physical tools, distance management, and confidence on the feet could make the matchup very competitive. Moving on to another news, Jon Jones has shared some sad and concerning updates about his health, which could impact his future in combat sports. Recently, Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier have been involved in ongoing tension during this season of ALF Global. Their rivalry resurfaced when DC even challenged Jones to a wrestling match at RAF, with several current UFC fighters competing in that organization. The idea of the matchup seemed realistic for a while. However, it now appears that Jon Jones is no longer interested in entertaining that possibility. A new clip posted by Tripnautics on TikTok showed Jones responding to a fan who said he wanted to see Jon wrestle Daniel Cormier in RAF. Instead of hyping the idea, Jon opened up about serious physical issues he has been dealing with. In the clip, Jones revealed that he suffers from severe arthritis in his hip. He explained that the condition is so serious that he already qualifies for a hip replacement. According to him, most people were unaware of how bad the situation really is. He admitted that after his last training session, he went to bed in extreme pain and struggled to recover. Jones also mentioned that one of his hips is heavily affected by arthritis, making intense wrestling or competition extremely difficult. Despite still having the competitive spirit, he recognizes that pushing his body too far could cause long-term damage. More importantly, Jon spoke emotionally about his family. He shared that he has a 3-year-old baby boy and wants to use whatever strength and mobility he has left in his hips to spend time with his son. For him, being able to play, move freely, and be present as a father now matters more than proving anything in competition. This honest admission highlights the physical toll that years of elite-level fighting and training can take. While fans may still hope to see Jon Jones compete in different formats, his health and family have clearly become his top priorities. Moving on to another news, the UFC Mexico main card has undergone a major change after the original main event was officially canceled. Yesterday, AG Fight reported that Asu Almabayev had pulled out of his scheduled headliner against Brandon Moreno at UFC Mexico, which is set to take place on February 28th. The news immediately disappointed fans, as the matchup had generated a lot of excitement. Shortly after the report surfaced, Almabayev addressed the situation on social media. He revealed that he suffered an arm injury during training just days before he was supposed to travel for the event. In a translated post, he explained that he injured his hand 2 days before their flight and that injuries never come with a warning. He emphasized that he has never backed out of a fight before, regardless of the opponent or circumstances. Almabayev also shared that his preparation had been going extremely well and that he was in top condition leading up to the bout. However, he admitted that what happened cannot be changed, no matter how frustrating it is. He encouraged fans to accept the situation, saying that fate cannot be escaped. He added that under his current contract, he still has 5 fights left, that his deal has been extended, and that many exciting battles remain ahead for him. Following the cancellation, several fighters quickly expressed interest in stepping in to face Moreno. Among them were Brandon Royval, Charles Johnson, and Muhammad Mokaev. Each of them made it clear that they were willing and ready to take the opportunity on short notice. However, the UFC ultimately chose a different path. Instead of selecting one of those names, the promotion decided to bring in loner Kavanagh, who had originally been scheduled to fight Bruno Silva on March 14th. After that change was announced, Charles Johnson was moved into Kavanagh's original spot for the March 14th event. This decision sparked backlash from the MMA community. Many fans questioned why the UFC did not simply place Charles Johnson against Moreno, rather than reshuffling multiple fights. The criticism grew even stronger because Kavanagh was coming off a knockout loss to Johnson back in August, making his sudden promotion to a main event seem questionable. However, there was a medical reason behind the choice. Reports later revealed that Charles Johnson was unable to receive medical clearance from UFC doctors. This was likely due to his recent fight and loss to Alex Perez at UFC 324. Because of that, he was not approved to compete again so soon, even though he wanted to step in. This ultimately explains why the UFC went in a different direction.